wish guys you heard what Grandma is saying. So there is a guy who is trying to fight Ezi, and Grandma she's so mad. In case of Ezi, she should be rescued. This guy is he's an ungrateful individual. Vipi hard. Let me see vizuri. I'm telling her I'm not okay because the husband is fighting my brother. Bwana yako anapiga ndugu yangu. Kwa kazi ya mtu bila yeye kuruhusiwa. Kwa hivyo tu mshike. I'm asking the wife, should we arrest him?
Good family, my good people, welcome to my reaction video of the day. My good name is Kamanja, and this is my channel, guys. Thank you very much for all those guys who have reached me out, for those guys who are concerned about me and everything that I do. Thank you very much. Special congratulations to my returning viewers, my supporters. God bless you, because you know what, you guys support me a lot, and your support is what I cannot take in for granted, guys. It's a cool morning, very cold, but you know, all in all, things must be done. You know, our work here, reaction, guys, in reaction you must overthink, and you must see things from the other side. And we always do, like, for instance, I say I talk for the village, and I talk from this village of Nyaboanse. So I am here to correct. I cannot stand, look at my brother or look at my sister without like taking my time to correct him or to correct her. Sometimes we give out our own opinions, how we feel about things, how we feel about other people's videos, what they do, and that is how that is what we call reaction. Like, if there is something in your video I should comment, then I come out and congratulate. If there is something I should come out and correct and give it a different opinion, like bring awareness to people that this guy might be headed somewhere, that is my work. So today, guys, I have Davy Jnr. I'm going to talk about Davy Jnr. I've been talking about Davy Jnr. lately, but still today I'm going to talk about him. And as the introduction suggests, guys, we have Davy Jnr. is actually trying to tell his audience that he is trying or is going to arrest, meaning there is trouble in at the dancing grandma's construction site. There is some trouble there. There is this guy who went there, wanted to fight Eze. I don't know Eze or Ezi. There is that young short boy, tried to fight him, and you know, Davy Jnr. took that initiative to go to this man's home to tell the wife that, you know, your husband has messed up in my construction site. I really want peace at that point. Yes, actually, Davy Jnr. wants peace there. You know, when somebody is doing his or her things, let him do. You are not supposed, unless you have been invited there, you are not supposed to go there to create a lot of trouble or to go like fight people, just to go and find it like a proper stage to go and handle your differences with the people who are there working. So for me, for the first time, you know, Davy Jnr. has taken it like when it's Ernest went overboard and came, there was some drama in his construction site at the center, Nyaboanse Market. He took the best initiative, like calling the police, called the people, the village, the market committee, told them what was happening, and actually he got the best way going forward. Like, let me go and arrest this guy. Yeah, true. Yeah, you know, like that was the best initiative. Like, arrest. If you feel like somebody is like overstepping, somebody is trying to interfere with you, there is no need of going and fighting physical, coming up with some physical fights. The law is there. You simply give it the law time and actually act. And again, you know, people to be arrested. Like, if somebody oversteps, somebody like somebody is intruding, and you report him to the law, that means that you are very mature, that means that you are actually a law-abiding citizen. That is it. So for David Jr. to go and fight for his brother, in quotes, Ezi, I think it is good. Ezi is also somebody who has been like held up, somebody who is living as a YouTuber and everything. That is what we are supposed to that is the peace we need. But for me, the first thing, like this arrest, people might be thinking that you are arresting them because you have money. People don't actually look at what they do before they are arrested. That is what I want you guys to understand about the villagers here. Anytime, anytime there is a disagreement between Marwa's family, David Jr. included, and we say there is a looming arrest or people are arrested, people don't look at the crime. People look at the people who have arrested these guys, and they keep on judging them because they have money. Like, oh, it's because of money they have arrested these guys. People don't judge the crimes. Like this one, there is construction going on. Yes, there is a brother who is working there. But because this guy, the man in question, I really don't know him, has gone there, and because this guy is in a very big disagreement with Ezi, there is a fight, a small fight, a physical fight that was actually near breaking up. And this guy was like, they were disentangled, and this guy went to his home. David Jr. is following up this guy to his home and reporting to the wife, like, I can report this guy, I can arrest him, and you can sell everything to bail him out. That is not a very good quote. It was not a very good statement because, very people will look at it like, oh, you arrest us because you want us to keep on being poor. People don't look at the crimes they commit. People look at the repercussions, like, you arrested me, I sold my land. You made me poor. But people will never come out and tell you that I was arrested because I did this. People will say, I was arrested and my land was sold. I was arrested and my car was sold. And that mother keeps on like negotiating with the David Jr., telling him, if you arrest him, if he sells this cow, where are we going to get milk from? Because we depend on this cow. That is it. So sometimes, and I want us subscribers, even those guys from the other side who watch us, guys, it's good to advise people. When you see one of your guy has been arrested, kindly try to look at the crime that has led to that arrest. We are not supposed to judge the people who have arrested them, because I cannot become a madman all of a sudden and go and arrest somebody. Say like, arrest that person, use the police to arrest him. So people will come out and say that is intimidation, that is oppression. You belittle these guys because they don't have money, because they are not looking at this thing from a very bigger picture. Like, what did this guy in question do for him to get arrested? For me, if this guy who is in disagreement with Ezi is going to be arrested, this guy might suffer very severe consequences, because he really doesn't know. Because number one, he has trespassed to that place. That construction site, it is not his. He was not welcome there. So he has gone there to create trouble. That is trespass. He is going to be like kept in for a very long period, because that is against the Kenyan law. So actually, I want somebody, for those guys who like drama in this village, who support drama, sometimes try to educate your people, try to tell them, try to enlighten them, like, this is what you guys are supposed to do. Before you do this so that you get arrested, try to look beyond the actions. Try to think about the repercussions also. Hey, the implications, what are the implications if I do this? Because if David Jr. will arrest this guy, David Jr. will be a lot of backlashes to David Jr. Like, we receive a lot of criticism. Why are you arresting a poor man? Why did you let a poor man like sell his cow because he came to your construction site? People will never know what actually happened. And again, David Jr. is not telling us what actually, or Ezi will come and explain to us what happened between him and this man, because the wife has also said that, there is some small disagreement between the two sides. So it's SU is supposed to come out and tell us that, this is what we are actually, this is the bone of like contention between me and the man in question. That is it. And for Davy Jr. to actually like film this mother, the mother was not in the problem. Davy Jr. was only to go there, ask like, is this man there? That man was, if he was not there, no, he should not, like, I feel it. It's my own opinion, guys. Let me know how you also feel about it. Filming this woman, telling this woman, I can make you guys sell your cows so that you can bail him. I can arrest him, that is kind of like, it is not bad. It's not good, actually, to film this woman. But again, Davy Jr. is doing the right thing to report, because this woman is the person who lives with this man, that, you did something wrong and you might get arrested. And if you get arrested, this is what we are going to do, what? To undergo. I think that is a very good warning to people who like disturbing others. Guys, kindly watch me. I urge you to support me by subscribing if you haven't subscribed. Guys, keep on enjoying, watching, relax yourself. I bring out things which are very authentic, and I don't like bend to one side. I do things without prejudice, and that is what I call reaction. You know that. And I want you guys to tell me how you feel about this at the comment section. What is your take on this? Because, sometimes we should not keep quiet and let people like, oh, these things. And sometimes we should not bend to one side blindly without seeing. Because the people we support, we are supposed to correct them. That is the best support we are supposed to give them. Like, we are supposed to correct them. So, guys, that is Kim. Don't tell me that I'm babysitting. I am a stay-at-home husband, so I should take care of my kids. That is it. When things are falling apart, that is what we do. So, guys, that is what I was telling you. If we cannot correct our people, then there is no need of supporting them. There is no need of like defending them. Yeah, we should correct them. Tell them next time don't do this, because this one will open doors for attacks. Those are things that we don't want, and that is why I'm here to tell Davy Jr. Sometimes I've liked the way he has done things lately. Like, do you remember what he did to Mogesi and Nesto in the shop and everything? He tried to take the law to his hands, and that is bad. But this time, he has actually followed a given protocol. There is a decorum here. Like, if I go to this person, report this person, you are gathering evidence that at one point I reported this guy, but this guy never heard from me. So, it's good. I was forced to the wall. I was left with no option than to do what? To arrest him. That is it, guys. But what I want to talk about, Davy Jr. actually has started. Things are now happening unlike what we saw or experienced at Mara when Mara was constructing for the grandma. That's Brand's grandma. Davy Jr. said he doesn't want to see YouTubers. Okay, only 2 YouTubers are supposed to be there. And that is Davy Jr. and Eze. The rest, there is no cameras. And I think even this guy called Brian, I don't know, Brian Riser or Brian what, there is a brother of him who actually is trying to come up as a YouTuber. I don't think that he is also, yes, he's also called Jonte. He's not allowed to film there. Every place we must have rules of engagement. Yeah, we must have rules of engagement. And those are the rules of engagement in that construction site. But sometimes we are supposed to come out and look at things from a different picture. What if it happened like this? And what if it happened like this? So I am bringing up this story because of the clip I'm going to play. We have this nurse, Razak 001. I am talking about this Razak person, Razak 001. A nurse who has traveled all the way from Machakos to this place just because, and I want to tell you that entirely, that just because this guy has been inspired by so many people in this village. He wants to be a content creator. Number one, he has agreed that he's a content creator, you know, and he has come to this place because he has been inspired, especially by Marwa, Davy Jnr., and the rest of the YouTubers who are doing this. And because he's feeling that these guys are developing the village and he wants to join them. He wants to join them, number one, to grow his channel. He wants to join them because he wants to actually integrate with them. He wants to associate with them. He wants to associate with good. And that's why this Razak person, this nurse, has come out. He has come to Nyabwanzi and he has actually visited so many people. Priska Sagati, Ayamarwa during the construction of Grandma House. Now he is at Davy Jr.'s place. And I have seen a lot of reactions about this guy. We have people who don't believe that this guy is a professional nurse. We have others who are like believing. But actually, I am going to give out my own opinion about this guy. Yes, Davy Jr. came up with that video and said, like my title is saying, was he really a setup? Does he really mean good? Or is just a setup? Somebody that Davy Jr. must take care of, like must be aware that there is a spy within him. Those are things that I want actually to discuss with you. And before I start discussing these things, after the discussion, guys, let me know how you are going to believe about, what is your take about it, about this nurse. Is Davy Jr. treating this guy fairly, or did he give him a low deal? Yeah, I'm actually asking if, let me know after this video, did this guy get the best welcome from Davy Jr. and AZ, or was this guy mistreated by AZ and Davy Jr.? Like, was he downgraded? Was he like discredited? Like such a thing? And who feels that this nurse was given a raw deal by this, by the hosts? That is AZ and Davy Jr. So guys, before that, actually allow me play this clip.
Oh, sir, you are allowed to be a mobile nurse, yes, moving from one place to the other. Yes,
can you manage it? Because,
yes. Guys, this is how a nurse is dressed, okay?
I actually have my class here.
Huh?
Yeah, yes.
But is it allowed for a professional nurse to dress like this? Even I can see this for the sleeping clothes. Yeah? Yeah, I can see.
Not really. Not really.
Or these days, nurse, they just move that way.
No. Once I just wanted to.
Now, which is which? You want to be a nurse or you want to shift from a nurse to a handman? So that we can know. Because we have, the same dog. Okay, the same nurse. You know, he followed me at my construction. The question.
Yes. You're going to school. Yes, I can.
Oh,
that's the question for me.
Oh, you too? Yeah. Me too, because people are very concerned.
Yes, really.
Very concerned, for sure. How can you prove that? Any tag? Okay, guys, these are professional nurses being dressed. You know? Asia. And now this is beyond me. Lots of people, they are reaching me out. They're telling me we shouldn't allow any YouTuber, even the doctor. People, okay, please introduce yourself.
Yes, so my name is I am_Razak00. I am from Machakos County.
All the way from Machakos.
Yes, I came all the way from Machakos.
Courtesy of just this construction, you come and help people and just like that.
Yes, this was.
You told us you are a registered doctor.
No, I said I'm a nurse.
Oh, you're a nurse.
Yes, a nurse.
Yes,
a registered nurse.
Yes, but
lots of people are so concerned about you.
Let us not try to be very partisan here. Let us actually try to look at the whole scenario, how it happened, and actually come out with our own judgment, our own opinion, without disrespecting others, without like bending so much, or without like becoming biased. And I want to tell you guys that actually, this is my own opinion about this. This is my own opinion. This is one guy who has traveled all the way from Machakos. Guys, it's about some 100 of miles from here. From Nairobi to Machakos is about another some 200 or 100 kilometers. Let me talk about 500 kilometers all the way from here from Machakos to this place. This guy has been inspired. He feels inspired, and that's why he came to this village. He came to be in contact with the people who actually have inspired him. He's a trained nurse. Guys, this guy is not a doctor. You know, at the village here, people don't actually don't know how to differentiate between a doctor and a nurse. A nurse is actually a caretaker. In Swahili, we call it muuguzi. Is actually a caretaker. But a doctor is somebody who is a specialist in a given medical field. That is what we call a doctor. Yeah, like this specialist, we have a gynecologist, we have a dentist, you know, those are guys that we can call them doctors because they are now specialized. They are specialized medical practitioners, and you know, they have their own degrees. But for a nurse is just a caretaker. Somebody who works under some instructions, like you see this, somebody is just like a first aider. So this guy has actually landed in Nyaboanse. We saw him at Priska. We saw him at Marwa's place, like when the construction at Grandma's house was being constructed. He was given a shout out by Marwa. So for Davy Jnr. to come out and sometimes to try to snob him, think that this guy might be a spy, this guy is a stalker because he has been following up from his construction site in Nyaboanse Center to where the grandma is being constructed a house. And he feels like this guy is like stalking me. This guy is a spy. This guy, I don't believe in him. I am doubting him. It means that Davy Jnr. Doesn't take his time to watch even Marwa's videos, to watch even other people's videos like Priska Sagati. That is what I have come to realize. Because if Davy Jnr. watched Marwa's videos, he might have now, actually, he must be very familiar with this guy. If he watches Priska Sagati, he must be very familiar to this guy. So, because, you know, he is also surprised to hear that, you know, this guy was at Brand's grandma's place. And people are telling him. He is telling the people that, you know, yes, Marwa is my brother, but, you know, I don't watch him so much. That is my own opinion, guys. I don't know if you guys have realized that. Because before this guy went there, this guy had been with so many people. And I want to tell you, this guy was not he has not been seen with Davy Jnr.'s enemies. Like he never went to the Jiga's family or the Jiga infested family where Gintu is actually pulling up something for them. Let me tell you. But what Davy Jnr., because I understand Davy Jnr. has also gone to school, is a professional. What he should have understood is that, you know, medical practitioners like doctors, nurses, they don't have boundaries. They will treat any person. It's just like teachers. You don't discriminate. You give your services to every person. Either your enemy, your friend. That is what Davy Jnr. is supposed. So it's not supposed to feel like, yes, we know, sometimes we feel like we are threatened. Sometimes we feel like, you know, we are not safe. We are supposed to trade properly because, you know, we have a brand to protect. But what you should know that, you know, when it comes to some professions, we don't have boundaries. That's why you see doctors without boundaries. That's why you see even teachers without boundaries. You know, they actually teach any person so long as that person needs their services. The same way to doctors, to nurses. They are there to take care of people. No matter what, no matter their origin, no matter their race, no matter their political stance and everything. You know, you always watch these wars, like in Ukraine and Russia. You will find doctors there. You will see even journalists there. They don't just cover up a story for people, for a given side. They cover the whole story from both sides, you know, so that the world can judge. So I think that is the greatest undoing that Davy Jnr. did. And he has now proving to us that, you know, I don't watch these guys. That is why he really don't know about this nurse. And for himself, he's supposed to understand that this nurse, actually people, so many youths have gone to school. People have got degrees outside here. there is a very big, there is an alarming rate of unemployment in the country, more so in African countries, Kenya included. People resort to do something different apart from their professionalism because of what? That is what can bring food to their tables. You know that we have responsibilities. So this guy to turn out to be a nurse and wants to be a handman and is saying it correct that I want to be an handman because that is the only place, that is the only platform where I can get a livelihood. We are not supposed to bully him. We are not supposed to laugh at him. He is trying to make ends meet. He is trying to actually fight for something in his life. People have good jobs here. Yes. You know, doing that, you know, that is now discrediting. Davy Jnr is now discrediting professionalism or professionals. He downgraded this boy. Now, if he downgrades a professional nurse, it's like also you can disgrade or you can downgrade a professional teacher, a professional, like all these professionals. Because I feel like that is smearing some mud in some professionalism. Trying to mock him, laugh at him like, oh, is this the way a professional nurse is supposed to actually dress? Like, you are a professional nurse and I don't understand. You want to be an handman. You know, guys, people will take this thing, Davy Jnr. People will take those statements as you are now belittling people just because you think or you believe you've made it in life. That is how people are going to think about it. Just because you have money, you've made it in life, and that's why you are actually laughing at this, belittling this guy. A professional nurse who is not dressed properly like a nurse. Like, he has come kwa mjengo. This guy has gone to look for job as an handman. But in his bag, I do believe that he has his old regalia. He has everything that can actually prove that this guy is really a professional. You are like, let somebody injure himself. And I don't pray that somebody injures himself during the construction. Like you guys are saying that, you know, where we are likely to get injuries is when we will be starting erecting. You know, accidents don't send some notice, don't tell you that we are going to occur. So you were to wait for this guy. If there is somebody who has been injured, this guy like fails to administer even some first aid procedures to one injured guy, so that we come out and start judging this guy like a fake nurse. Till there, I have no actually place to judge him like a fake nurse, because for me, I haven't seen him failing to administer. And for you guys, like, people want to see his documents, his certificates, his identification cards. You know, like here we are teachers. We don't work with our teacher registration certificates everywhere we work, unless we go to the offices to prove that this is my certificate as a teacher from the commission. Only force, the people work at the forces, like police people, army, you know, they work with their identities, because those guys don't have Kenyan identities. They will show you that I work with this branch of the forces. That is what I know. And even doctors, you know, like a community doctor, this guy wants to be a community doctor. That is what I want to tell you. He should be working with some tag like, yes, I worked here and I'm a community nurse, such a thing. And he wants like to give his like progress to every person. He wants to administer, he wants to help people. And while helping people, he wants to grow himself. He wants to become a YouTuber. He's a content creator. So guys, my good people, my good family, I think we are actually misjudging this guy at the expense of while overlooking, or not, while like not trying to tell Davy Jnr the truth, or try to actually correct him what he's supposed to think about this guy. And I like most of the people came to the comment section and were advising Davy Jnr. correctly. Most people were reminding Davy Jnr. like, this guy to become a content creator, you are not supposed to actually question him. So I think people should come out and try to actually uh, explain to Davy Jnr. Yes, as much as you want to be safe, as much as you don't want people there and everything, this guy, if he wants to work like a handman and give his services without filming, he must have like worked hand in hand with the rules of engagement. Correct. You are supposed to come out and actually advise Davy Jnr. on what and on how he should actually receive people. Receive somebody first, then don't let people tell you that this guy is a bad guy, but take your time to know some guys. That is where I think Davy Jnr. failed. Number two, Davy Jnr. and Ezi, these are two guys. Like, they should not question, like, why are you becoming a YouTuber while you want to be like this and this? You know, those things will happen. Those remarks will open up some loopholes for attacks. Like, all these guys who are YouTubers around here, you ask them, they are professionals. I am a professional. Davy Jnr., you are professional. All these guys are professionals. Ask them. Like, even football players, you see, people are like playing in the field, professional footballers, but professional, they went to school. They are lawyers, they are teachers, all these guys you see. So maybe this is a second string. So good family, that is it. And again, you know, this thing of disallowing YouTubers to your to the construction side, I don't want to say like it's not bad or it's good. You know, it's according to you, maybe it's good. You are protecting something from happening. But you know, Davy Jnr., you are supposed to learn from Marwa. Because you know, Marwa is somebody who brought, you know, he traveled so far, came back with a lot of, like, he had already made a family, like he had subscribers. He actually trained every person. He turned people to be YouTubers in the village. And actually, these people like you are the first person, like in the 3 years ago, the first person, like, he gave you a shout out, taught you on how to become a YouTuber. His subscribers became your subscribers. And that's why you grew. The same thing to Ezi. Somebody took him to school, helped him, and now, you know, he came to you, you've helped him, he's now growing. Your subscribers are his subscribers. You are supposed to learn from there. I don't know, guys, if you are getting me, getting what you are, what I'm driving at. Because the moment you actually close the gates, for other YouTubers, people who are working hand in hand with you. You know, you have friends who are YouTubers. You work with them and everything. Yes, this is a rule of engagement. But if these guys come there and they want to come and support you, get some shout outs and leave like that, you know, you should behave so, because you at one point also helped to grow. You should also take your time to grow, use your influence to grow other young YouTubers, people who you believe that they are good to you. Get me correct. You know, I'm not forcing it to happen, but you know, this is my suggestion. This is my proposal. Like, Marwa did it. We saw people traveling, they came and they go. You know, Marwa doesn't do things with the fear of the unknown. Like, what if you go and do this? And Marwa will tell you to the face, like, oh, go and do it if you want. But for me, I've played my role. And that is how we want even Davy Jnr. to an extent to actually behave. Yes, he is supposed to behave to such an extent. Like, let me also help others grow, because, you know, I was helped to grow. And if you keep on doing this thing, if you keep on like sticking to the so-called rules of engagement, people will come out and tell you, and I want to tell you one thing. They will tell you that, you know what, you don't want others to grow. You only want to succeed by yourself. And that's why you are actually locking most people out. Yes, that is how people are going to think about, you know, people are going to think like, oh, you know, you know, you are also helped. And it is so sad for you guys to discredit others like this nurse. And you know, people being poor, it doesn't mean that you should bully them. Sometimes they mean no harm. Shoutouts are not bad. They only become bad when that opportunity is being misused. You know, you give some people some privileges, come and shoot videos, and they start misusing that privileges. We've seen what happened with Abobo, and now Abobo is dining with Marwa's enemies. When Marwa said that you guy, you are lazy, he never wanted to believe that he was lazy. He never wanted to agree. But he has come out to tell us that he is lazy. That is why he has joined the lazy gang. Eh? So people are like looking at you like Davy Jr. doesn't want some YouTubers to overtake him, and that's why he's closing the gate for them. Yeah? So he thinks that now you are becoming a bully, like you are doing this because, you know, you think or you believe you've made it in life. And I want to ask him to be like Marwa. Like, it's me, Kamanja, now telling him, be like Marwa, bro. Be like Marwa. You know, don't fear. Don't have that fear of the unknown that, you know, these guys might come and they will smear me. I don't know what with this and that. No. Don't fear about what you haven't seen. Fear with what you've seen. Eh? That is how you are going to actually be like that. And again, according to this Razak 001, this nurse, you know, Davy Jr., let me actually tell you one thing. Allowing to work with the professionals is something, it opens new doors for even donors who like his profession. If he's going to showcase his medical medical powers in your construction site, he's going to get some donors. People are going to be like, oh, let me donate to this guy. You are going to help this guy grow. It is through your platform. And again, you might have get some donors who will tell you, Davy Jr., can you say something of the sort? Because you've seen, you have a nurse, a professional nurse who is trying to be a community nurse. Can you actually set up something so that we do this in that village? You know, that is one way, you know, sometimes change a little bit, you know. Your audience is used to see you with small boys who are drunks. Yeah, the drunken boys, always. Look at around yourself. And, you know, give your viewers, give your audience some meal, a different meal. Like today, Davy Jr. is working with a professional, a nurse who is a professional. Let us actually get to know more about this nurse. You know, change a little bit. Some subscribers cannot tell you that, you know, it becomes disgusting when they always see you with these young boys, and these young boys are always drunk. Some subscribers don't tell you that, but me, I'm here to tell you the truth. But these little brats, they will mess you at one point. But when you work with a professional, you feel like you are safeguarded. You know, you are at safe hands. You know, instead of Davy Jr. like you coming and be much concerned about this nurse. We don't know if he's a fake nurse, if he's a real nurse, but what I know, he has come to look for a job like a handman. Kindly give him. And if he comes for shout out, kindly give him a shout out. Let him grow. That is my humble request. Let him grow. Because we also grew from others. That is what we believe. We also grew from others. Nobody just grew from zero. Marwa traveled all the way to Colombia, stayed there, came back with a lot of subscribers, gave you people shout outs, like made you channels and everything. Now you've grown. Don't fear for people to overtake you. You know, if there is a productive competition, let it be. But if it is like a competition to kill each other, that is what we don't want. You know, that is it. So allow this guy. Sometimes I've told you, change. Give your subscribers something. Give your audience something different. Like today, Davy Jr. is working with a professional. I like it. But again, be concerned about, like somebody like Matiko. I saw in the comment section, like, be concerned about Matiko. Matiko has been sent money to buy furniture and everything, but you don't want to ask him, where is that money? Maybe this guy has used the money in drinks, but you don't want to be like, you don't want to question him. The only thing you are concerned about is about this so-called spy that you really don't know, because he has been stalking you, following you up and down. Your subscribers are telling you this guy is, take care of him. But this guy is actually saying, I was inspired by you guys, and that's why I'm here. So kindly, that is my humble request. Give this guy, he has decided to work as an handman. I can also come there. I am jobless. Work as an handman. Pay me at the end of the day. If I come else off camera, tell you guys, give me a shout out. You know, I'm also a content creator. You will have actually helped this guy grow. And this guy will never actually like forget about you. Remember where we come from. We are not supposed to actually destroy bridges. We are supposed to build bridges. And that is it. Let us build bridges. Let us help this learners also grow. He is a young guy. But don't disgrade. And I want to tell you, don't disgrade someone's profession. Because he has taken time to go and study. He has taken time to graduate. He is a professional, but there is no job. If he comes to work as an handman, don't actually laugh at him. The way he dresses, don't judge him because he dresses poorly. He doesn't dress like a lawyer. He doesn't dress like a nurse. He doesn't dress like a teacher. Leave it. Because people, we have the way, everybody has his own way of dressing. And for your information, professionals have dressing codes. Yeah, in some institutions, we have dressing codes. And we should adhere to those dressing codes sometimes. But you know, this time, this guy has come to look for a job. That is where he comes to, like, he's come to get some data and everything. Kindly, don't disgrade his profession. Don't disgrade his profession. He also is also a young man, wants actually to grow. When you do it, he is going to feel like, you know, he's going to lose confidence. You actually killing his personality. No, you are supposed to push him up. You are supposed to give him some encouragement so that, you know, you create him, you actually grow him so that at one point he's not going to forget about you. That is my own opinion, guys. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know how you feel about it. Down there, the comment section. I've said, guys, I've done this just because I felt like this guy, the profession, you know, we are professionals. Where sometimes we need to safeguard our professions. So sometimes we need somebody to respect what we learned for, what we studied for. I am a doctor, respect my field. I am an engineer, respect my field. You are not supposed to make jokes towards my profession. Disrespecting my profession just like disrespecting myself. Guys, let me know how you feel about it. Let me know where to correct and everything, but I think that is my proper and my dire view. That is how I viewed, and that's why I have brought to this to you guys so that we can discuss. Thank you very much. Keep on watching me. Relax, enjoy yourself. Watch this video from the start to the end, and let us actually grow together. For those subscribers who have joined me, thank you very much. This is your home, and this is where you are supposed to be. Guys, till we meet again, thank you very much. Goodbye.